Hey, what's up guys? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today's video I'm going to be talking about just the basics of reincarnation and how the life cycle works. And first of all, I want to say that I'm deeply saddened to have learned that Juice WRLD, who's a rapper, hip-hop artist, 21 years old, died today from seizures. And he had everything, right? And he was still doing these negative things to his body. And if that was just from awareness that he didn't know, or it's because on a deeper level he wasn't feeling like fulfilled, I don't know. But just wanted to, wish him the best in his soul's evolution. And yeah, so reincarnation, basically, we all know what that is, right? When you die, you come back, right? There are densities, dimensions. Those are just levels of consciousness. And in the Law of One, it's a book about channelers who channeled an entity, a social complex called Ra. And the Egyptians actually channeled this same social complex, Ra, back, in Egyptian times when they were doing all those, have you ever seen, what's the movie, with Moses, the Disney one? Forgot the exact name of the movie, but like when they're doing that magic stuff, they're like the power of Ra. Like they channeled the same entity. So the densities are, you got 1D, which is the elements, like, earth, fire, wind, and water. And then the second density is animals and plants. Third density, 3D, where most of us are now, is just the self-awareness that, like, look, because like animals look in the mirror and they're just like, they don't have self-awareness. They don't know that's them. Animals also don't have the awareness of linear time, so every day is it. As for us, for 3D beings, we know there's a tomorrow. Most days, there's a tomorrow. For animals, it's not like that. It's today. That's it. There's no tomorrow, and they don't remember yesterday. They don't have the memory and awareness capacity to remember yesterday, or know that there is a tomorrow, or when they look in the mirror at themselves that, oh shit, that's me. But we do. Once you hit 3D, once your consciousness evolves to 3D, you're self-aware, and you're a human. The fourth dimension, is you start to realize that you're not this body. You start to realize that you're a spiritual being having a human experience, and that there's more. There's more. We don't just live this life and that's it. There was a before, there will be an after. The more aware you become, the more likely you will remember past lives and stuff like that. We are going to see more and more as we evolve. Say in 10 years, kids are going to be remembering their past lives because they're going to be souls that are more evolved than us. Just like, it just keeps going. They're going to know. We will know. We might not remember this lifetime or next life, depending on where you're at awareness-wise. If you're watching this video, then you're probably pretty spiritually, evolved. So there is a good chance you're going to remember. Like, I know I'm going to remember. This life, I can remember when I was a kid. Even 6 years old, I can remember, I just knew, like there was more. I'd be looking at, my hands, just hold up, look in the mirror, is that actually who I am? I had a deeper, feeling and intuition when at a young age. So I started searching at a younger age for everything. I'm 22 years old now, and every month I just look back and my perspective and awareness is just growing rapidly. I'm 22 years old. I can't imagine where I'm going to be at 44. But so the fourth density is just knowing that there's more than just this body, that we are spiritual beings. Fifth density is you actually leave this, you don't come back to earth. Like, this is a lower density. When you start vibrating higher, you're, astral realm. And that's where like fifth, sixth, and seventh density is. Once, like fifth density, you're in the astral realm. You're not on earth anymore, because this is too low. We know that we're not this body. We know that we're not the mind, the ego, all that. So you start freely doing what you want and manifesting instantly. You're allowed, you have that privilege to manifest instantly. As here in the third density and fourth density, it takes like a month, it takes a while to manifest. You gotta put your heart behind it, you gotta feel it, you gotta visualize it, you gotta imagine it, you gotta believe that it will happen. You need that belief. But once you're in the fifth density, you have that belief that you can manifest instantly. You have that belief that you're not the body, not the mind, not the ego. So basically what you think happens, instantly happens. It instantly happens in the fifth dimension. Sixth dimension, we start to realize that we're more powerful together. So for instance, Ra, I haven't read the book yet, so I don't know a lot about it, just videos I've seen on YouTube. I am going to read the Law of One soon, because it's I'm very interested in reading that book, definitely. But I know a little bit about it. I don't know the whole gist of it. So, sixth dimension, we realize that together we are stronger. So we form this like super consciousness being, so Ra is just a bunch of individual consciousness, like us. We're individual. So we put ourselves together and become like a bigger entity because we have more knowledge. It's like that. So you gotta think, the ultimate being is God, and God is all of us put together in the future. All of us. Once we hit sixth density, seventh density, we start forming groups. That's what your higher self is. Your higher self is a big group, and then it splits into, individual people, like we are now. It's a very mind-bending and expanding concept. I still can't wrap my head around it. Kind of like, it's kind of a thing you gotta experience to be like, oh, yeah. 'Cause that's how, most things are. You gotta experience it. You gotta be on that level of frequency and level of thinking to perceive. Just like animals, they look up to us as gods. Just like we look up to angels and stuff as gods. But they're just more advanced souls. So reincarnation, you will keep coming back to Earth, this version of Earth, if you are in the third dimension, if you're vibrating at 3D or 4D. 2012, the world was supposed to end, right? It technically did. That world did end. It was a more negative, like we shifted. We evolved. In 2012, we evolved. We became more loving. We became more aware of energy, more aware of that, like we're not the body, more, our awareness shifted. So technically, the world did end in 2012. For some people. For me, it did. Level of thinking, it ended. That reality ended. Every day is a new reality. In quantum physics, it's like, like this video, it's like in frames, it's in frames, like everything, it's a bunch of pictures that add into a video. That is what we are doing. We are basically just a bunch of like movements that flow linearly. Each day is like a clip, like a video clip. Each day is a video clip. So if you believe tomorrow what is gonna happen, it will happen. And all this stuff is in our deepest roots of our consciousness, subconscious and unconscious. We unconsciously think like, yep, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, I'm gonna go to work, it's Monday. But if you, change your beliefs, tomorrow could look differently than what you think. There's only the present moment. That's all there is. once you get rid of karma, you become lighter. And once you become lighter, you vibrate higher. How you get rid of karma is love, gratitude, forgiveness, all that stuff. So once you start vibrating higher, you move through these densities. Each density, most beings spend millions of years. There's no time, millions of years. Our lifetime's like 80 years, 80 to 100 years. That's nothing in the grand scheme of being. That's nothing. The universe is infinite. We are infinite. 80 to 100 years is nothing. It is nothing. It goes by like that. Think about it. Think about when you're, the earliest memory you could think of. It flew by. This whole life is going to fly by. The next life will fly by. It's all going to fly by super quick. But in the moment, it might feel very long. But it's not. It's perspective. A bug lives a mosquito lives 45 days. To us, that is not long at all. To them, that is a lifetime. 80 years to us is a lifetime. But 80 years to the universe is a second, is a snap of the finger, a blink. It's perspective. If you don't get rid of karma, you come back here. It's a cycle. If you don't raise your awareness, you will come back to Earth in the third dimension and not remember anything from your past life. You will start at square one, like most beings here do. They're born and they don't remember anything before they were born. It is on your subconscious. When you meditate and stuff, your subconscious reveals to you stuff that you've experienced through past lives, through everything. We're all connected. It's awareness, it's all awareness, and it's all perspective. And there are levels to this shit. There are levels. I talk to people on the daily, and you talk to people on the daily, just like, why do people do this? Everyone is doing the best that they can with the level of consciousness they are at. The level of awareness, the level of perspective. A lot of people don't realize you can raise it. You can better it. You can grow. That is what life is about. That is what soul evolution is about. Raising your awareness perspective. That's all it is. So, reincarnation, that's what it is, basically. If you don't live and you learn, if you just live and you don't learn, you keep coming back, you keep redoing stuff. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. But you can break that cycle. You can start vibrating higher, get into a higher state of consciousness, and then you can do whatever you want. Instantly. Your dreams are manifested instantly. That's what we do at night. That's where we go when we die. At night, when you lose, your senses and the sense of your body and you fall asleep, you are then in a higher state of consciousness. Dreams, if you ever had a lucid dream, you manifest instantly. It does not feel any different than this reality. It is the same. There is no such thing as fake. Everything is real. Right now you can imagine a past memory and you bring it into the present moment. It's real. It's as real as right now. Everything is real. There is no fake. Right now, start raising your awareness perspective. So you don't pass on and you don't start from square one. You just remember. You implant it in your subconscious mind, in your unconscious mind. It's always with you. Through lifetimes, it's always with you. You just gotta dig deep and find it. It's inside of all of us. It's all there. Everything you ever need to know is there if you just listen. Stillness. That's how it's done. Answers are revealed to you. You seek and they will be revealed. I could go on and on and on and on and on about this stuff, but for the sake of time, and I know people, we got shit to do, we got stuff to do. So I'm gonna stop the video here. The takeaways are there are levels. It's all awareness and it's all perspective. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you guys. I love all you guys. I hope you have a great day and a great work week. And I hope you continue to watch my channel and just help support my dreams and my goals. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.